So today is my father's birthday. His first birthday, not here on this earth realm. And it was an incredible day for me because my partner in wellness has been experiencing a restoration. And it's exciting because when you are in the field of wellness, and you are going against the system, you're working alongside people like RFK Jr., you're going to be under a lot of attack. And it's so wonderful when you see your partner in wellness experiencing a divine restoration. And that was amazing. And then the day ended with me dancing for my father, Thomas George Washington. And I did a Samba dance because my dad loved Brazil and the Brazilian culture, especially the music. He turned me on to the Samba music, and we would watch the movie Black Orpheus. That was one of his favorite movies. And he told me that we were going to go to Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, to live, for him to go to medical school when I was a little girl. But we instead went to Havana, Cuba, and that's where he worked in the field of agriculture for Fidel Castro's government. Long story, but I had this amazing time of just celebration. I thought of my father as a little boy. And when I think of that movie, Black Orpheus, at the end, that was one of his favorite parts of the movie, when the children are watching the sun rise and then they start to dance, and the music is just so pure and innocent. And I'm so grateful that my father exposed me to so much in this life. And you know, we had a love of aviation. He got me flying lessons. Yes, he wanted me to learn how to fly airplanes. He had such a love for aviation. Yes, you can laugh. I know. The jokes write themselves. It's a long story for those that don't know. But my father, he loved that movie. And I thought about it and I said, I'm going to celebrate this today in a different way. And my dancing it was for my father. And more importantly, it's for my father, the Most High Yah, the King of all kings. I danced before him. I did a samba, and I imagine my parents as children, even my grandfather. One of the little kids in that part of the movie, he looks just like my grandfather when he was a little boy. And I think of my parents as children, my grandparents as children. And before my father died, I talked to him about that land up yonder. And when I talked to him, it was like he remembered. It was something. And it ignited something in his imagination. And I said, go to that land, Dad. This place just go in peace. And I know he did. And when I think of the resurrection, I think of Chuck Mangione's music, those trumpets. And I had an uncle who's no longer in this life who was a trumpet player. And when I hear those frequencies, I think about the resurrection that is promised to every believer in Jesus Christ, the Most High Yah's Son. The resurrection is a promise. Look into it. Because I think of those trumpets. I think of the music that I have been blessed to love. My dad and I, we would take part in concerts. We would have live samba bands playing. We once were a part of this little private celebration with Sheila E. and her dad and the Escovedos. We were in a hotel ballroom somewhere in Atlanta, and they just started jamming. Can you imagine? It was like a room full of people, me and my dad and his wife at the time. And, we start It was just standing, everybody was standing and the Escovedos are playing before us. It was amazing. And I could write a book about my life with my father, but I just want you to take part in a treat, okay? I'm going to just throw it to the wind, okay? Listen to Chuck Mangione. I want you to listen to it because I did, and you dance with me. And just think about the beautiful resurrection of all of our loved ones that died in Jesus Christ. Amazing, the promise of the resurrection. Think about them coming out of their graves and listening to music with these frequencies right here. And then I'm going to treat you to Black Orpheus, my father's favorite movie, and the scene that I think of all of my people and them as children, pure and innocent before the Most High Yah. Thank you so much. I love you, Thomas George Washington. Part of the freedmen. We were never slaves. We were freedmen. Yes, American natives. Thank you for my heritage, my father.
My next guest, you all know, is a great young musician composer. And his new album is a live concert with a 70-piece orchestra at the Hollywood Bowl, which is this right here, live at the Hollywood Bowl. He's going to be touring all over the country in July and August, including a week in Los Angeles at the Universal Amphitheater starting July 17th. Would you welcome, please, Chuck Mangione.
Ele fez o sol levantar. Puxa, igualzinho ao fio. Agora você é o fio.
Não.
Sim, toma essa florzinha. Toca uma musiquinha pra mim, toca.